Good morning, students. I'm Sukhpal Singh, your programming mentor. I have started a series in which we will learn the C language concepts. During various sessions, we will learn concepts and I will demonstrate these concepts with help of programs. So let's get started. This is the first session, Introduction to C language. So C language was written by Dennis Ritchie. This language was created for the specific purpose at that time to design a Unix operating system. The C language is a middle level language as it combines the capability of low level language and high level language. Therefore, C language is suitable for writing both system and application software. So, first of all, we need to understand the structure of C language. C language has its predefined structures. Every C program must begin with the function called main. So main all in small letters. The main function is the first function that is called and executed. From main function we can call other functions, write statements, perform certain tasks, etc. To access the standard functions that come with your compiler, you need to include a header file. And how to include it? Using include directives. So this is the structure of C language. So here we have includes directive. Here we have main, int main, then we have variables, and then we will terminate it with the curly brackets. This is starting of the curly bracket. This is the termination of the end of the curly braces. And we write whole logic or everything within these curly brackets. So this is our first program, Hello World. So let's do it. Here I am writing a main, then I am printing a hello world, then I am returning a 0. So let's do that. You can use any compiler for C programming. I am using a Dev C++ compiler. So just launch it, then go to the file, then you create a new source file, then start writing. So as you know, the first line is include standard input output dot header. This is the header file. Then every C program must start with the function main, then starting with the curly bracket, then adds a curly bracket. Then in it, here I will do printf. So printf is basically used to display the output on the screen. We will discuss that later on. So let's print any message. Welcome to C language. So this is a very small program. It will just display welcome to C language on the screen. So let's again understand that structure of C. First we have a standard include standard input output header file. We will discuss in the later session what is the purpose of this. As of now, you can understand that printf is an inbuilt function which is in this library. As of now, you can understand only this. Then we have a main function, then we write printf and return. So every C program first need to compile. So go to execute, then compile it. First, let's save it. To save it, you have to give any name with extension .c. I say first name, the first program .c. So extension C language is .c. Then save it. Then again, then compile it. And you can see that here it gives the output of the compilation. Here it says no errors. So if I say one more thing is every C language is every statement in C language is terminated by a semicolon. If I remove a semicolon and compile it, you can see it give me a error. That is You can see here expected semicolon before return. So compiler will show me the error if there is any error in this output window. So let's compile it again. So it's compiled successfully. Now we need to run it to see the output. For that, you go to execute and run. So it will show you the output. Welcome to the C language. There is another one is compile and run. This will combine these two steps in a single. So this is a very first program of the C language which only display a message welcome to C. So next is the variable. So what are variables? Variables are the memory name given to a memory location which stores some values, and those values can be a numeric or a character. As the name suggests, the user can change the value of these variables at any time. So how to declare a variable? The syntax is first you need to give a data type, then a variable name. So there are certain rules for declaring the variables. That variable, I have written that variable underscore name. You can give any name to this, but there are certain rules we need to follow. The name can only contain letters, digits, and underscore. So the variable name can only contain three things, either letter, digit, or underscore. The first character of the variable name must be a letter. The underscore is also allowed, but we should avoid it. C keywords cannot be used as a variable. So these are certain rules which we need to be kept in mind while declaring a variable. So let's discuss some of the examples of the variable name. If I declare the percentage, it's a totally legal one because it all contains all characters. If I declare this, it is again a legal one because I am using a character, number, and underscore, which is a legal. So this is a legal one. If I use annual space profit, it's illegal because space is not allowed between the variable name. Only things allowed is characters, number, and underscore. If I declare this one underscore this is a legal one, correct one, because a variable name can start with a underscore and it can start with the character. If I say saving hash account, it's again a illegal because this is not a character, it's a special character. If I say double, it's again a error because it's a reserved word. If I say 9 winter, it's again illegal because a variable name cannot start with the digits. So these are the few examples to understand how to declare variables. The next time is data types. So this is we need to understand is data types specify the type of data that a variable can hold. As we just discussed a variable, so that variable which will store what value is decided by the data type. So syntax is data type variable name. To store the integer value, we have a data type known as int. For example, if I say int variable name, this is the syntax, and if I say int roll number, what does it mean? It means that roll number is a variable which will store a value which is of type int. Similarly, for character, we have a data type known as char. So if I say char name, what does it mean? It means that name is a variable which will store a value which is a character. In char, we can only store only a single character. So we need to keep this in mind. And that single character must be within the single quotes. To store the floating value like decimal, we use a variable data type float. So if I say float percentage, that means it will store the value like 4.5, 3.6, like that. Okay, so there are certain format specifiers are there. So let's understand what are format specifiers. Data type is associated with the format specifier which identify what type of data it is. So we will do the programs to make it more clear. So for few of the commonly used format specifiers are, if I am using a data char, I need to use a percentage %C. If I am using a data type int, I need to use percentage %D. If I need to use float, I need to use percentage %F. Printf and scanf. So these are the two most common use functions you will use in every program mostly. So let's discuss what is printf and scanf. We already used the printf. So what is the printf function? Printf function is used for the output. It prints the given statement to the screen. We have just seen that in a first program that we printed welcome to the C language. So what does it do? That does it print that message into the screen. So printf is basically used to display or print a message on the screen. Printf can be used in various forms. First is to display only message. I need to display only message. I will say print within double quote the message. For example, printf welcome to the world of C language. So it's a simple form of the print. It will display welcome to the world of C language. Now another popular form we generally use with printf is printf within double quote format specifiers and variable name. If I want to display the value of a variable, we will use this format. So for example, here is printf, the value you have entered is, let us suppose a is of integer type. So integer type, if you remember, for integer we use percentage %D as a format specifier. So I will write the value you have entered is percentage %DA. So what it will do? It will print the value you have entered is and replace this percentage %D with the actual value of A. If A is 5, let us suppose the answer will be the value you enter is 5. So similarly, we have a scanf function. Scanf function is used for the input. So you have seen that printf is used for output and scanf is used for input. That is, it reads the input data from the console or from the user. Console basically means screen. So syntax is format specifier. You have to use ampersand here with variable name. For example, if I say scanf percentage %D marks. So what it will do, it will accept a marks from the user and store that into marks. Why I am using a percentage %D? So marks is of integer type. So there are certain programs. Let's do the program to understand more. So first program is write a program to add two numbers and display it. So here what I need to do is I need to add two numbers. So the number is of, let's suppose, of integer type. So I need to declare two variables of integer type. I say int first num semicolon, because every C statement is terminated by semicolon. Then I say int second, then num. Now I need to do what? First number and second number should have some value. So I will say first underscore num is equal to 10. Then I will say second is equal to second num is equal to. So what I am doing here, I am declaring a two variable. First num, which is of integer type, second variable, second num, which is of integer type. Then I am assigning a value. First num will have 10 value and second num will have 20 value. Now I need to do what? Add. What I will do? first num plus second num. So after adding these two, I need to store this value somewhere. That is on the left hand side, I will say third num. So I have declared a say result. Let's result. So I am in the result, but I haven't declared the result. What will the data type of result? So we need to declare the data type. So now I need to print or show the result. So that means I need to show the output. So which function will we use? We use printf. The result is result is of which data type? Integer type. So I need to use the format specifier, that is %d, and then the variable name. Which what I need to display is result. So this is the program to simply add two numbers. Let's run it. So answer is 30. You can see the result is 30. So let us suppose if I want to display the first number and second number also. So I will say the result of two numbers %d and %d is. So here I am using a three format specifier %d, %d and %d. So first will be for first number, that is first number. Second for the second number. So what I will do, it simply replace %d with this value, %d with this value, and result of this is this value. So let's run it. The result of two number 10 and 20 is. So let's run this again. If I want to add two float numbers, so I will change the data type as float, and I will change the data type here is float, and here I will change a float, and I say 10.44 and I will say 10.1. So what changes I need to do is here is I need to use %f because this is float data type. So this is a simple program to add two float numbers. So I think you have seen that what changes are done. Now data type should be float, 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 and format specified this will be %. Let's run it. Two number 10.4, 20.5, 30.5. So this is the example of the float one. Okay. Next one is write a program to accept two numbers from user and add it. So let's accept these two numbers from users. So to accept these two numbers, I don't need this. I don't need to assign the value here. I will take the value from the user. So first say printf, let's add two integer number. I will say printf, first show the user the message, enter first number /n. /n is basically used to print the message in the next line. So after entering number, I need to accept the number. So function uses scanf. It is which type? It is of integer type. So the format specifier I will use is %d. Then there will be ampersand, and the variable it will store the values first num. I will give it first. So whatever value user enter, it will be stored in the first num. Similarly, I will say printf enter second number. Same way, what I need to do is scanf percentage D, comma, ampersand. Here what I need to put is second. Now what I need to do is I need to add them same way. I will say int because this is two integer variable, sum plus sum. So now I have to display it. I will say percentage D here, percentage D here. Why I am doing a percentage D? Because now its variable is of integer type. So that's done. Let's run it. I will say red, compile and run. It will ask me to enter first number. I say 13. It asked me to enter second number. I say 25. The answer should be what? Answer should be the result of two number is number 13. This is 13 and 24 is 37. So this is a small program to demonstrate how we accept the values from a user. Okay. Next is write a program to set a roll number, marks and sex from user and displays. Okay. Let me first demonstrate how to use a character variable. If I want to display a character variable, I say char, variable name is name. So what I am doing it, I am creating a variable name known as name, which is a character type. If you remember, a character will always store a single character. So I am storing C, you can store S. This is the way. Now I need to print that. So character variable, what we do is percentage C, I will use S. I will also print a message, the value of character is this. Here S will we need to use the name. Because the value is stored in variable, which variable? Name. Let's run it. It's displaying a S. So the next program is write a program to accept a gender, roll number, and a marks from user and display. So in this, we will take a gender as a character and we will accept M for male and F for female. Then roll number will be of integer type and marks will be of float type. Let's do it. So first we say char gender, then we say int roll float marks. Let's display it message with new line character, enter the gender and percent. Then we say scanf percentage C and percent gender. So let's copy it. Second is enter the roll number. Then roll number is of what type? Its roll number is of integer type. We use percentage T. Here we use roll. Then say enter the marks. Marks is which type? It's a float type. Then I say percentage F. Marks. Let's do a little bit of formatting. Then we need to display the information. So how we will display is again we will use printf. The gender is a character type. We say percentage C. Then the next one is roll number. Roll number is equal to, I will use percentage D. The next is marks. Marks is equal to, I will use percentage F. Then first I have say character, then I will to gender, then comma, roll has to be marks. So this is the program. So let's run it. Again, compile and run. It say enter the gender. I say M, male. Roll number I say 15. Marks I say 67.50. So you can see that gender is M, roll number is 15, and marks is 67.50. So this was a small program to demonstrate how we will accept the different data types like character, integer, and float from the user and display it. So this was all about introduction. Coming session we will learn more concepts. So please subscribe the channel for update. Thank you.